Yo, danger TCO Watuo. That's certainly something. Two straight games I've been recognized and ranked. I'd like to see it. No wilting. A little bit of wilting. How you doing, Kyle? Hey, Diamond. Wow, that ball was a little higher than I thought. Reset. Oh no. I wanted to get off the ceiling. Ooh. Kind of my overcomplicated plan of getting that to my teammate, but nice touch, holy. I need something to procrastinate studying to. That's what I'm here for, to reduce your productivity. Never forget that, chat. Oh, that was kind of botted. I botted out on that one. I was so focused on just the guy's solo play that I was like, this other guy's not gonna crash the goal. I thought he'd be backed up a little bit more. Facts. Hey, Austin, are you still working? It's technically past 5 for you. Because we all know you only work until 5. And if you work past that, I think you can sue them. I think you can sue our boss for that. Now, you should definitely just call the Labor Board of California and be like, yo, I'm gonna sue these guys in the ground. Help me. Give me public defender. Oh, they just let me have that. Okay, well, gotta give it a 5 tomorrow. Blech! Disgusting! Taking a fat drive into the countryside. First on YouTube. Hell yeah, Austin. Or, oh yeah, Diamond version of Daniel. Oh, that's what your name was. I couldn't read that at first. Uh-oh. I was not sure if you were getting that or not. The Fremont? That's not... Well, never mind. I was about to say, I'm like, in my mind, I was like, I thought that was a shorter drive, but I guess I might be thinking someone else. They're going to that car place? I think that's where one of their places is. Or it's like a site walk. That's why. I want to be like Pro Fairy Daniel. You want to be like a generational talent in NA? I mean, at least you're aiming your sights well. So a G, good. Traffic. 4 hours San Francisco. Fremont's in San Francisco? What am I thinking of? Where's that place to the east of Sacramento? Jake doesn't like it. What am I thinking of? Folsom. I think I'm thinking of Folsom. That's probably what I'm thinking. Never mind. A different F city. I was like, what do you mean 4 hours? Like, I went to Richwood. I went with Rich there. That's not a thing. That's like 50 minutes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why are you making it at 5? I was like, that's not that far. Okay. He's an amazing player. He won the Worlds. He did win Worlds. Bang. Nice. Hopefully site walk goes pretty clean. Looks like I am going to be going to Albuquerque in November, which is kind of cool. Honestly, I've been trying to look up some more in-person stuff that I can pop into, especially around Texas, because I think that'll just be a far more fluid way of meeting people. Yeah, so I'm hoping that can, yeah, I was talking to R about it, and he was just like, honestly, that looks pretty good. Because I think he's really on board. He's very much like old school. He's like, it's much easier to shake someone's hand, like talk to them in person, get their vibe. So he's always one kind of pushing me to do that. I think H was kind of more like, they were like, let's look at it, cost benefit, blah, blah, and with him, he was just like, yeah, immediately, I want to do that. I'm like, all right. Hello, Tibbe. When I do my gap year, I'm thinking I'm going to America in a couple of years. Where are you right now? Oh, man, wow, that was laggy. Did anyone else see that? Waffles or pancakes? Waffles are the ideal breakfast food, in my opinion. You went for that? Okay, well, I didn't expect that. My bad, teammate. North Korea. Yeah, I don't know if he's from NK. And after that, live there? Well, hopefully you're making a lot of money. Europe is a bit more affordable than the US is. Just be aware of that. Unless you're one of those rare Europeans, it's like, man, I can't wait to live in South Dakota. Just middle of nowhere type of state. I'm only here for 2 seconds, but I have no audio, but you're still in the Dead Zone Road category. No! Okay, Zig, thank you for the notice. Everyone else on Twitch, you're useless for not telling me that. I thought I changed everything. I knew I forgot one thing. Ooh. I thought we would slow play that because I was recovering. Sad. All right. Rocket League, bang. Updated. Updated even. Your uncle said he made his first million. Rich European family coming into my chat. How dare you? South Dakota mentioned Ra. Wait, are you a South Dakotan? A Southie, as we call them? We don't call them that. Throwable? Nah, never mind. The guy touched it horribly. Oh my god. I was authentically trying to spike that. I'm sorry, teammate. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, let's not check anything. He lives in Australia. Hello, Jake. No, but I feel like it should be celebrated whenever it's got brought up twice a year. I don't know if South Dakota deserves celebration for being brought up. Okay. Call me Jack. Okay, Jack. Oh, camera. I played them. Oh, I played actually both these dudes like minutes ago. Hershey asked what my tag means. One day we'll get to the point where people see CRL and know exactly what it means in a Rocket League context. Made some waffles, I'm hungry. What a life. Late at night, me, you, eating waffles. All right. I don't know why I overturned on that. You can get that, you can get that, you can go, 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 go. Buddy, that's not where you want to fake. You had him. Ooh. Wanted to speed that up and hope that they could not get there in time. But he says, holy cow, as if I screwed up royally. I don't really know what I did there. Probably could have shot that, but I was like, I don't want to risk missing. But I'm not gonna lie, their recovery pretty rock solid on that. Ooh, great cut, by the way. Love it when I cut it right in the middle. The only reason I'm happy about doing the case, I got 50 pounds. Doing what cases? Watch the CRL, you weren't there the other day? Yeah, I don't do every single show. There's 6 talent and 4 get on every show, on the show, so. I did the past 3. And then I take 1 week off, and then I should be back next Sunday, I believe. Wow, talk about a perfect setup, and I butcher it. All right, we're positioned for the 50. I was kind of getting chased down there. Nice, okay. Hit. Oh, I heard boost. I thought that was my teammate taking it. I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll give it to you. I'll let it have that. We're gonna fake cut that high and then put that near post. Bang. Easy finish. Easy finish. Hey, Coda. Do you stream every day? I try to. Suitcases. What? Do you mean like the items for in the game? Perfect, Kelton. Tap it. Tap that. Oh. My brain kind of turned off. I was like, that's a really bad air dribble. And then I didn't even picture them trying to cooperate. We're still such a low rank in like early season 2s that I was just like, they're not gonna pass. That doesn't exist in that vocab. Man, that's a creepy freaking goal explosion. We're gonna make sure he scores as little as possible. Not because I want to win, but because I don't actually want to see that goal explosion ever again. All right, lost that one pretty quick. You want to 50 that, buddy? Noise. Oh, no. Timed that wrong. Hey, hello, Mwad. Nice little roller, teammate. Well done. IRL, when I get told to do the case that I went on holiday, I don't know what you're I don't know what you're referring to be honest. I don't know what a case is in the context that you're referring. The only reason I'm happy about doing the cases, I got 50 pound when I done all the holiday cases. Suitcases I done. Do you not remember? Wait, did you change your name? Oh, buddy, you're a different name. That explains a lot. I was about to say, I'm like, what the? Okay, if I knew you were the same person who was packing all the cases. Still $50 for packing 10 suitcases, I would argue is not enough. I don't know, that's 10 different people. They could cough up more than $5 per, you know? Oh man, good fake. And by fake, I mean, I think he just definitely butchered that. Okay, can get back on this. Hilariously, I did get a reset on that, but it was so minimal that didn't actually register. No way they threw. Okay. Oh my god, I thought he was about to hit that away. I'm like, buddy, you literally did the most perfect thing possible. Do not screw that up. Good pass. Do you have any tips to rank up? You should practice more than you play, probably, if you're a lower level player. I define lower level, oh my god. I define lower level as, like, I would say anything below like Grand Champ, you should probably be practicing a bit more than you play. I was waiting for him to chow and then he didn't go and I was like, why? And because he fell off the crossbar. A lot of people just play ranked a lot and they're like, this will make me better. And I'm like, that's not how you improve. It's like playing baseball and expecting to get better at batting. It's like, yeah, maybe, but like ultimately you should go to the batting cages or something, you know? Like you should actually practice hitting stuff. Getting some muscle coordination, you know what I mean? Wow, that guy actually just tried to freestyle me. There's no way I missed that. Okay, cool. I was about to say, I'm like, I hookshotted that. That should be fine. Thanks for streaming. Are you guys going to be doing the Texas Tech game? Huh? What Texas Tech game? What a day to be a Danger Taco enjoyer. Hey, Pandy. You set the bar high for lower level. Well, I mean, I say lower level in that, like, I feel like until you get to, like, Grand Champ, you're, like, a probably... Well, okay, like, I guess true lower level, I would say, is, like, underneath Champ 2 or something like that. Champ 1 or Champ 2. Because for my mind, I'm like, that's where you get to, like, top 10% of players is around Champ. And then it's like, yeah, you're, like, a pretty high rank compared to everyone else. But for me, I'm just like, that's still where you're still like truly gathering all the aspects. I feel like at Champ, you really have a good understanding of like mechanics and how to at least somewhat approach them. But the thing is a lot of players grinding up. They're like, man, this game's so hard. I can't get up, screw my teammates. I'm like, well, yeah, that's the thing though, is that you can always practice by yourself. You can free play a lot. You can go into custom training. You can work on these things deliberately. But so many players just really do not want to do that. They're like, yeah, but practice is boring. I'm like, well, then you don't get to get better at something. What? That's like not wanting to be a professional athlete because, wait, I have to work out? Yeah, you have to keep yourself greater. Okay, well, this seems smurfy. Interesting. Okay. We've been trolling a bit in twos. So we're playing mid 1600s right now. And every time I play against a player with a freaking SSL tag, you know, the guy who's got like an expert dribbling. It's very fun to watch these guys boost their friends up. Oh, maybe he's not boosted. Maybe just actually ass. Hard to know. Oh my god, I was looking at him instead of the ball. Oh, he missed? I mean, it's not really a big a smurf, but just the problem is when you're playing in like 1600 with like an authentic 1600 versus like a guy who's been high GC through SSL, it's like very hard to actually like make sure you stay in the game. Because the speed isn't really an issue, it's more so just like your teammate occasionally will do something that you're like, or the other guy will just do something crazy. I think I know Rendam, he's pretty decent. I just don't know these guys. Every time I SSL tag and they're in a party, it's just been like, why is a guy who is SSL presumably in twos, in low 1600 twos, in a party? A little suspicious to me. Hello, Matt. Oh, he did not recover in time. No SSL tips and no bronze tips. To be honest, if you need tips in bronze, you're just not good enough at video games. You should probably stop playing Rocket League. Like, bronze is literally, can you drive straight and hit the ball? And if you can't do that, then maybe video games aren't for you. I know that sounds kind of mean, but it's like genuinely like bronze is such a tutorial mode that they literally put bots into a ranked game mode because they're not sure if there's enough players to queue it authentically. Like, you have to, you just hit the ball, it's in. Kato's the dog's name, I'm Betty. No, I think your name is And. I think you're the ampersand in the middle. It's Buddy, comma, and Kato. Who took that mid? I'm gonna leave it for Ren. Sick demo. Very hard to read these guys. Very tactical suckage from some of these plays. But we just gave him another one there, but they luckily missed that one. Well wide. Oh, that was an open goal. Rendom didn't recognize it. Oh, well, we get it anyway. All right. I'm number one. I guess I'm WAD. I was winning kickoff and gold because I learned how to speed flip. Well, I mean, if you're gold and you can speed flip, you can surely learn how to do an aerial. That'll get you to diamond. Yike. You're gonna have the snow from here, Mod. You guys are getting snow? Can't relate, says the Texan. It did storm like crazy. I'm glad it wasn't that cold because that would have been the worst blizzard the past like 3 days. Like a tornado over here. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, they missed and went upfield. Well, oh man, thought I had a little bit better of a boost situation. People know how to air dribble somehow? Well, it's not a somehow, they're smurfing. You're not air dribbling authentically at gold. That's just not how it happens. No 50, interesting. Nice air dribble. Okay. So it's not the guy on the SSL tag. Interesting. What kind of Bacchus-Mod decal is it? It's not Bacchus-Mod. It's called Pro Magic. Just a regular ass decal. Wow, he almost let that one in. That's kind of hilarious. What are we doing, Rendom? Man, I didn't see that guy. Oof. I've never called me a slur, and I went to my Twitter to make fun of my appearance after I beat him in threes. Oh, that's fun. Good to know about this guy who tries to befriend me and act like a buddy because we're streamers. And only right that we... Oh, never mind. I was about to say I'm going to lose, but... Ooh, I would love it if we could... I don't know if I've ever seen him in threes. Alright, Soft is, I guess, the only player I should worry about here. Oh, well, that's a shame. Well, really didn't wish I didn't lose to that guy. I thought Rendon was right next to him, so I was like, oh, okay, he's probably gonna bump him or get the ball. He challenged behind the cut. That's, I mean, that's interesting. Oh well. Well, good win by Soft. Always good to run into the inevitable full party. Can I have some free education on how me and my cheese partner can rank up a suck high damage and touch champ? You guys should probably shadow defend better and then work on your pathing, aka specifically learning how to not rotate back all the way and just be able to grab pads like this, just like little tap, 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 tap. Because it seems like it takes longer, but it really doesn't. Like if you're padding effectively in the midfield, you can stay a lot more aggressive You guys also need to stop treating the backboard, and I say you guys not because I know how you play, but a lot of champs use the backboard in 2s like it's 3s. The backboard is a lie in 2s. You don't want to just throw the ball off the backboard and hope that your teammate can reach it. Like, that's not going to work out. Yep. Waited for him to turn, and then I was like, all right, let's just throw that. It's this guy. It is. Hi, Spoon. You have to give me some examples of padding? I mean, okay. Good night, mod. So just being able to get tap, 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 tap. I'm already up to 58, more than enough. Nobody's challenging that. I'm gonna hit that high. I'm gonna let him catch that. I'm gonna stay kind of close to it because I was thinking he probably wouldn't take into the air, and they doubled twice. That's fine, he still doesn't score. Oh my God, what a fake. Damn, run down. That would be really good if you were actually not whiffing. I guarantee you did not fake that. I think you're just playing a 50 on that one. All right, that's 50 I'll take. P, don't lose that. Thank you. Are we just gonna lob that back up because I don't really... Oh, that was not the touch I wanted. That's fine. He's got 100. We read that. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna try to slow that down because we don't want to just keep going as fast as possible. Alright, that's free one. Alright. Example padding, drive over them. Yes. How do you get affluenter and neural network on my ult? I don't know, earn them. Like just open crates or whatever. I don't really know other than that. That's like one of my main issues. I always rotate back. Yeah, if you're rotating back all the time, you're not able to keep pressure the same amount. Once you learn how to like fast arrow, the whole point is not that, oh, I'm aerialing faster. It's the fact that you can get really high really quickly without actually having to have 100 boost. You can touch the ceiling with less than 50 boost. So like, obviously you don't need a lot in your tank, you know? Like, it's very tempting to grab 100, and yeah, there's no problem with going to the side and getting it. There's no problem occasionally going all the way back, but there's a lot of attacks people just, like, give up on. Because they're like, oh, I'm only 20 boost or whatever. That was almost the craziest spawn, I'm not gonna lie. You were rotating back the whole time and you got beat back? What? He went to the sidewall. Okay. Well, I don't agree with that. I think if you're rotating back and you know you're the only one, I wouldn't purposely go out of the middle. I would probably grab pads straight down the middle, but that's just me. Nice. That's not gonna be a goal though. All right, Hershey's gonna catch that probably, or attempt to. I can probably solo that. Lean too far back on that. Okay, they all turned around, so I'm like, I'm just gonna shoot that. You're good. I am okay right now. Yeah, you don't want to rant out. He left! Not the slurs guy. Anyway, have you hit a... That wasn't even close. P-Y-H-A-C-O. You guys got to learn how to spell psychology, and then everything makes a lot more sense. A Fayako. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Hey, JTABs. How you doing? When should I cheat on kickoffs? And it does it every time, but I do it rarely. I mean, I think you should pretty much always cheat on a kickoff, except if you're deliberately trying to lose the ball to the corner. Because the problem is if you don't cheat up, sometimes the ball will do something like that, and you won't be able to immediately challenge, and it kind of throws you in a weird position. Okay, I overcomplicated that one, but I also wanted to approach that delicately in case... All right, unfortunately, my teammate went this way, so I don't really have the best of touches here. I'm just going to assume that's a giveaway. I say his teammate is left alone, and he gets scored on. Okay, well, that's why you don't trust. Oof, buddy, you went forward on that, and then you believed he didn't follow that? That's brain damage right there. I hate my life by working 70 hours a week on a huge project and I make 90K salary, no overtime. Should I quit? I don't know, Xander. 90K seems like a lot of money. It sounds like your budgeting blows, or you live in a horrible city for rent, or maybe you just have a lot of other priorities. Another question, how many summer homes does your family own? I think I need a frame of reference for what you're comparing this to. Oh, I was not even paying attention to that guy, I'm not gonna lie. All right, turn. Now, I'm not saying you're privileged because you didn't make 90K. I'm not saying you're some greedy dick. I'm just questioning if this is bait or not. Like, yeah, 70 hours a week is not fun. I worked 88 and 90 hour weeks before. I guess the question is, do you think you can do better elsewhere than seek a job elsewhere? Because the amount of hours with no OT, why are you working those hours without OT though? Wow. That's not a kickoff, unfortunately. I feel like anytime a company is paying you a decent amount, but they're not respecting what you're actually doing, as long as you're doing like a good job and you got experience, I say it's worth to play the field. Look into other places that potentially hiring, and at least use that as like a basis for like what you can move forward doing. All right, good flip. I'm the only one company that does the job? Well, it sounds like they're overworking you then, which is something you bring up in management. Like, if you're the only one who can does the job and you're overworked, isn't the logical conclusion that I can't do this by myself? Can I please have help? Like, hire an assistant at least. Take stuff off your plate. Would your job be made demonstrably better if you had assistance, even on small stuff? Or better yet, don't frame it as your life satisfaction. Frame it as like productivity and efficiency. We can get this project done a lot faster, and then I can work on other projects if I had some help. That's the value prop you gotta bring. You're so freaking lucky. What an ass play, dude. I'm so pissed. He pre-flips it onto the post, and it perfectly goes upfield, and then I get beat to it, dude. Oh, that's so tilting. Then that's what you got to bring up to management, in my mind, Xander. Like, 90K is well above the median salary, so it's a good amount. I think you just hate it because it doesn't match the effort you're putting in. Like, I agree that not everyone's going to be happy just because you got a lot of money, but I think you got to start bringing that stuff up. You can't just be like, well, what do I do? It's like, well, have you tried verbalizing it? It's like, no. It's like, well, if you verbalize it, yeah, no guarantee something's going to happen, but at the very least, it gives evidence that you're not doing it. Plus, if you're doing a complex, esoteric job that no one else knows how to do, you leaving is actually an advantage for you. So if you start looking at other jobs and, I don't know, personally like drop a seat or two, that, especially if you're getting an interview or something, that's when bosses start to be like, uh-oh, I really don't want to lose this guy. He's the only one that does this. Especially since a lot of bosses know that like only so many people will put up with stuff like that, so. At most companies, they will just throw you through the blender and put you through miserable experiences because they know you'll bear it. And once they know you're not going to bear that anymore and they might lose out on someone, then that's when change might actually occur. I was trying to go for something way more complicated than my boost would allow. I'm playing like a bot. Let's focus up a little. Alright, I just wanted to extend it past that first guy. I'm gonna wait for that cut. Ooh, good fake. I don't mind that. I got it. Did you also jump? Yes, you did. No, jump. Okay, cool. I wanted to say I got it, and I probably should have, just because it was probably very confusing who has that. case you're wondering why it's important to pad what my teammate just did, is the reason why. How do you boost to get back? Dude, that's actually incredible recovery by that guy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna rush this just because I know he has to flick it, and that's your challenge, teammate. Why are you still at 0? Damn. Well, I should have air dribbled that last one. I tried to just shoot in the open net. I didn't think that guy was 0 boost hitting that had anything remaining. Anyway, embarrassing loss. It's a good moment not worth consuming my life. That's always so, I mean, that's how it is, buddy. I worked for, granted this is in 2017 or 2019. I was making $34,000 to manage an entire research lab worth like $6 million in Army grant funding. And it was not worth it at all. I was working like 80 hours a week, 90 hours a week. It was dirt cheap because it was my first job out of college. I was trying to get into grad school and I knew it was not well paying, but I knew it was a great experience. And it was. It got me into my PhD program. It got me into a bunch of other stuff. But then over time, I realized I was hyper depressed because I was way overworked. And eventually I got into grad school. I accepted my offer. And I said, hey, I'm gonna go do my PhD in May or in August, so like, you need to plan ahead, like who's gonna take my thing. I have candidates in my team that I think would be great for this. I'm specifically gonna request you guys hire 2 people for my role, because it's way too much work for 1 person. And they agreed, and they listened to my implementation. But a week later, they were like, hey, we really would love it if you could just stay an extra year because you're doing great. We will double your pay. I'm gonna move around the money in the grant and we're gonna be able to pay you extra. I said no. I didn't think about it. I didn't say, let me like circle back. I said no. Because I'm like, I literally do not, even if you tripled my pay, even if you paid me 6 figures to do this job, I would not do it. And I was very brutally honest with them. I'm like, it's like, I appreciate you taking me on, giving me all this experience, like let me help out with grants and all these important things that you need to know in this field. But my God, dude, you could not pay me any amount of money to do this job for another year. And I think that's kind of the moment you have to have with yourself is like, yeah, you can ask for a raise, but ultimately it's not about money. I don't think you're probably fine with 90K. Maybe not like super comfy, but like, you know, you're probably doing fine. But you got to bring up like, listen, like, I'm not going to be as effective, and also this company's not going to be effective unless we can help us out a little bit, because I'm doing all this stuff and it's making me not want to work here if this continues. I think that's totally valid. I'm burnout, yeah. And people don't know what burnout is until you're... I don't think people really understand what burnout is until you're like several months into it. Because I know a lot of people are like, burnout's not real, you just gotta grind, you gotta get the grind set mentality, oh my God, oh, you're depressed. And it's like, yeah, but the thing is like, burnout is like a very slow thing that creeps in, because you think it's just, you know, I'm busy at work, you know, it's just how it is, da-da-da. And then over time you realize like, you are so dead. Like, and I don't mean that like, oh, like tired, like you are like emotionally like blunted. Everything is so exhausting. Everything irritates you, but at the same time, everything is just like blends together like, oh my God, sure, that might as well happen. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And all this like stuff just blends together. That's how it was for me. And then it took literally months after that. I honestly, it took me probably 1.5 years to recover from those 2 years in that research lab of burnout. And it was even slower because I went from that to a PhD program, which is like a whole separate set of things. So it was less stressful, but at the same time, it's still a lot of work. So it was very hard to like actually recuperate. I'm so envious. My girlfriend at the time, she left that lab because we worked there, and she went back home because she's from Europe, and she literally took like basically a gap, a couple months just to recuperate. And I'm like, looking back, I'm like, that would have been so clutch. But I didn't have the money to do that, so couldn't just move back home. Her birthday, Unky? Yeah. Definitely my birthday. You got it right. You get that? Let me lay on the couch. No problem. We all are workers here, you know? We all got jobs, we all got irritations. Yeah, I used to have some chatters that would come in and basically do like bait, where they'd come in and be like, man, I hate my job, I only make 150K or something, and I'm just like, dude, like, F off. So I wasn't sure if what you were talking about, Xander. I thought you were rage baiting or whatever, doing something like that. Hey, Mahevo, thank you for the $2.99 RON. What do we think that currency is, chat? RON. Romanian. No, Ron. Ron bucks. It is not my birthday, by the way, chat. It is. he's just saying happy birthday. Ronald McDonald's bucks, exactly. Getting paid McDonald's, chat. That's more American than that. Had to take care of some things on day Z. Oh no. Ugh, that's fine. Catch it, please. Perfect. Oh, that was a steal. Buddy! Oh my god, I was about to say, like, dude, if we get scored on because of that. Oof. RON. What currency is that, chat? Someone must answer me. It is crazy how I'm queuing 3s and 2s, and I've queued like literally 15 2s games and not a single 3s. It is wild how dead that playlist is. I bet if I queue a 4s game, I'll get 1 before I get 3s. You hit it freaking so heavy on that first touch. What the? That was the weirdest freezy setup I've ever seen. Oh, you lost it? All right, I hit him. That works. Interesting. Pass would have gone hard there. Oof. Man, Rendom, you are a special human. I'm not gonna lie. You have a lot of people that I'm sure love and appreciate you. I am not one of them. This man missing my open nets, chasing the ball around. Oh, he's rage queuing 100% right now. I can feel it in his movement. He is just like, I'm gonna chase this ball down because everyone's an idiot except for me. I've seen this many a time in the clinically insane people who queue ranked. Leo comes in with his daily singular message of weirdness, and then we'll leave. I guess I'll read this in a second. Nice. And you still don't get the goal for us, unfortunately. Why are you hitting it high? There's a guy literally going onto the backboard specifically for that. Like, there's no reason to hit that high. Run, don't. I can't, well, every time, like, I'm not gonna lag, chat. Maybe my brain is too acclimated to goon culture here, chat, because every time I see Rendom as a name, I think of Femdom. Every single time I see that. And I'm just like, what does that say about me? What does that say about capital S society? Oh. Oh, good chow. I didn't see him. Taco, I think there's not enough rockets in Rocket League. They should name it the car game or the game with cars. Wouldn't that be much more transparent? Yeah, but cars aren't driving around normally on the ground. This game would be boring as... This game would be generic as hell if it was just driving on the ground like regular, you know? Like, that's been done a million times. There was a game on miniclips.com back in the day that was literally just that. It was just cars hitting a soccer ball around. Like, that's been done to death. Without rockets, this game would not be interesting. What I'm more curious about is Rocket League. There's just like a season mode, but like, what is the league part about it? Is that lore? You know? Yeah, we hit that slow because I'm like, he's going to easily save any amount of shot I can muster up, but if I hit it to the side, it'll work. Let's not get demoed here. Oh, well. I thought he was demoing me. I thought I could get the slightest edge on that one. No, I overcaught it. I was trying to catch that and then immediately flick near side because I saw neutral getting off the goal, but I caught it too heavy. Oh no, and Rendom missed. Oh god. Sick game. All right, well, we both missed in different ways. You missed in the easier way of going to steal the corner. Holy shit, you're clinically insane. Wow. Oh my god. That was certainly a decision. Unfortunate. Football, but with wheels instead of feet. Wheel ball, that's horrible, Leo. I'm sorry, that doesn't do anything. I think they should they want to make it into a running game. Just turn the tires into sets of feet arranged in a circle. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I don't smoke, never. GG, night y'all, Xander. Best of luck with your situation. All right, 26. We kind of ran out of steam on a couple of games ago. We got to reignite the reeds, chat. Find a way to dominate the twos ecosystem once more. Oh, that was just open. Ooh. Getting to get the scoop I was hoping for. Okay. Oh! Go! Dude, that would have been such a stupid pre-flip on the scoop. That should be top corner. There we go. There we go. Nice, neat little catch and dribble. Just had to make sure I was around that. I also didn't want to carry that too far forward. Oh, why'd you double? Oh! Whoa, what? How did we get away with that? Oh my God. Oh my God. I am in disbelief, Loki. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually psychotic that we got away with that. I was not sure if you were leaving that or not. Can we watch that back after the game? Yeah, that had to be pixels, dude. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a completely different bounce. I hit a little too low. Really good touch by neutral. Okay, just wanted to get that down the line. I thought neutral might have wanted to chase that a bit more, but I guess not. That's bar. I'm gonna put that as low as possible just because, yeah, exactly that. Rundown was gonna over pursue. Unfortunately, teammate didn't believe in that, which is fair. Did you own goal it? Oh! Gamer. YouTube chat, if you can read this, the only way to get a D1 because teammates keep selling to practice until they're unable to sell hard enough. That's kind of the whole point of what I tell people about practice. People are always like, man, I can't win because teammates are bad in Diamond. I'm like, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you can practice and do custom training, and eventually you'll notice that you actually can just solo. Like, legitimately, you can solo your way very high in this game. After a while, yes, you will absolutely need, like, teammates to help you out, but I think you can pretty much solo queue until, like, mid-champ. That's crazy, you own gold it off me. Rendom, you actually beamed the wide open shot. Man. Where's my teammate on this? Did he not? Oh. Really in an own goal mood today? Yeah, I guess so. Personally, I would prefer if 26 had 40 boost on the near post to go on that near post and then get a clear, but he went to goal, which I guess is a decision when you know the ball's going high. Oh, man, I was trying to scoop that. There's simply no way you got flicked. Holy crap, dude. It's called Shadow Defense, said. Why are you so close? Oh, no. Guys, I can't lose to the slur guy. Oof, wow, I actually horribly read that. Ah, that was a little too far, I will say. Oh, Rendao, unfortunately, is unlovable. Oh, and yet, Rendom slow to that? Cool, all right, well, there's a chance. Oh, he's the teammate that sells him. It's the occasion to be bad when I match with you. Well, there you go. Diamond version of Daniel, what a name. Yep. Hey, Jack. Ooh, wow, you hit that literally flawless. Barely skimmed the ceiling on that one. I was hoping he would try to take that a little later. I don't know how he got that much power. He did not boost that much up. All right, I lost the slurs guy, which means we're done with twos for the day. Was that other game you were playing yesterday? Dead Zone Road. Fun game. Do some fours.
When I met you, it was just for fun. Now I feel like you're the only one.
Look pretty cool. It is cool. Yeah, it's been a fun game to kind of tack into stream every once in a while. Of course, the inevitable pushback came when I streamed it for a second time, and then we had people coming in and being like, yeah, when's Rocket League? And I'm like, I know, buddy. I know. God forbid you subscribe to the Rocket League channel. And I agree, like, when I subscribe sometimes to channels and then they start playing games that I didn't subscribe to, it's kind of like, but, you know, I'm not saying it's going to be, like, the new thing. I'm just saying, like, I want to occasionally play some games that are not Rocket League just because I sometimes ranked is just not it. And as much as we can do community stuff and we can do whatever and I can plan for all that stuff, it's not really why I stream. It's not really why I, you know, that's not really what my content's usually based off, so I kind of have to plan those out in advance, kind of mentally prep myself like we're doing a community stuff today. I know streaming would be infinitely more profitable for me and viewership filled if I did community stuff, but I'm not streaming for money. I'm streaming because I like doing this. I don't want to just do whatever's popular in the scene or whatever, you know. Whoa. Sure. Oh, the resets, but teammate, whoa. Why would you, oof. Yeah, put that like really, really near post, so I was like, wait a minute. Really good catch by that guy, I'm not gonna lie. It's fine. Fine. Just, you got that? Perfect. And then you get it again. Perfect. And then okay, I was gonna double, but I'm like, I'm just gonna stay back enough that I could potentially help you out. All right, we're gonna have to be a little careful here. Teammates are fast, but they are playing very much like they're a duo queue, as in they're just gonna go for everything that the other one touches. But they seem to be pretty good, so I'm not gonna be too upset about it. Okay. Turn. Man. Oh. Oh? Okay. A7? Oh, nearly reached that guy in the demo. Yeah, just trying to get in the way. I guess that works. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're gonna play that. Oh, never mind. My bad. I over-rotated in the last rotation there. I was trying to spike that into the ceiling, but I leaned back too much, so it hit the ball slightly different direction. Speaking of slightly different direction, yeah, that was not what he meant either. Is there a guy there? There is. This is that's really rough. I turned at the worst possible time. I was kind of readjusting. I thought I had a little bit more time, but I looked downfield and I was like, I don't see that third guy, which means he's behind me, which is not good. All right, we'll get that corner. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, we're playing a full party. Never mind, that makes a lot of sense. This is kind of how all threes is after mid GC2. I'm gonna sound like this is like the most coordinated game despite kind of randoms, and I'm like, oh well, I should have known better. Man. Oh, slightly too close to the ceiling for my catch, or at least the way I wanted to get it. Oh, I didn't realize I dusted him that fast. Well, that's even worse. That's the worst possible bounce I could have gotten. Perfect bounce the other guy, and he turned upfield, and... yeah, it's double commit. Third. No, it's fine. We don't have the boost. That's game. Jump. You can't catch that. It's on the wall, unfortunately. Well. Ugh. Ranked chat. Not going my way. It's 3 straight losses. What the heck is this? Weird. Kind of doesn't look good, though, without the whole point of the goal explosion being like the bright red. Nope. I saw hotspots say hi, and then I was like, oh, wait. And I tried to say hi back, and then I realized I had to take kick off. Oh my god, please don't goal that. That would have been hilarious. Oh, well, that was cock-headed for sure. That's double commit. Aye. Not gonna lie, I thought I grabbed more pads than that. Okay, doesn't have that. Oh, good demo. That's dangerous. Okay. I was kind of marked up just in case they went to the cut middle. All right, just wanted to throw past that first guy. 50. That works. Nice up. Kill this one. Play the flick, play the flick, play the flick. Nice. I'm gonna play this guy's flick. Gonna steal that with the wave dash. Backflip into that one. 50 that guy. Oh, that was actually a really bad challenge by me. I should, if that got pinched to the right direction, who knows where that would have gone. Oh. Rush, 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 rush. Nice. Oh, I was taking my time, but that's okay. I didn't want to hit it over there because they were waiting on the wall. So I'm like, well, I can tell all of them are backing up, so I'm just going to take time. But that's also kind of hard to know when you're a solo queue. You're like, oh, Taka doesn't have it. I got it. I normally try to spam, like, all yours or something to communicate, like, I am very much trying to leave this, or I don't have this, or whatever. Somebody would look at me, but he was not looking at me, so when I fake that, it doesn't really make sense. I'm just gonna full send that. Oh, that was kind of a delayed hit by him. I don't really even know if on purpose. Ooh. If I took a little sauce off that, excellent pass. That's a pinch. Nice. That, whoa, I don't know how you got that. Also don't know how you run into me and don't get slowed down, but okay, that's cool. Oh, never mind, okay. Yes, buddy, roll. No, I didn't catch it properly. I'm probably gonna get beat here. Oh, just kidding. He went really slow. I guess not slow, but he was trying to play the angle off ceiling, which not a bad idea. Ooh, Drada didn't keep his momentum. Rough 50. Ah, oh well. Let's call it a back pass. As long as he doesn't get dunked. Nice flick. Let's go. Catch, 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 catch. But no, you blocked my shot. Oh no. It's okay, it's okay. Surely we don't get immediately countered, right? I was literally, oh man, good patient play by him. Okay. Okay, we'll take overtime. Get this bread, we're trying. That's fine. Oh, didn't see that guy going in. Goal? Thank gosh. Wow, I would have cried. I don't know how that even gets countered. They were all three were back, and then all three of them just whiffed. I don't even know. GG's Pookie, GG Hotspots, how you doing? Thank you for that win. I literally could not buy a win the past couple of games. Just throwing it away constantly. Oh, never mind, he can't hear me. He's getting ads. Banish the gulag. Damn, that's crazy from Pi. Sorry, he got banished to the gulag immediately, Hotspots. Any last words? I can see now. Well, then I guess, unfortunately, we're gonna have to enforce. He's been banished. Serve out his sentence. God damn. Toxic as hell over here. Who would have thought? Who would have thonk it? I should have a gulag reward for YouTube. Only give it to Twitch people. That'd be so toxic. Talk about an upper class and lower class type situation. Well, Twitch people can use their channel points to arbitrarily ban YouTubers. Okay, cool. What do YouTubers get to do? You get to be banned. Oh, you're still live. Yeah, I mean, it's been an hour, dude. Like, it's not crazy. Cross-platform gulag. I think that would be a little unfair unless there was some system for YouTube to do the same. He said sad. What rank are you? This is, I think GC2 right now. We're pretty low. How am I number one? I don't know, man. You're talking. You're active. Close. Ooh, that was a weird one. I was like, I'm not sure if that first guy's whiffing or if the other guy actually has it or what. Yeah, I wasn't sure if teammate had that commit. Oh, you slowed down in a way I didn't expect. Sorry, Harada. I try to play with you. Well, I'm not playing with anybody I don't know. If you want to cut a Q snipe me, go for it. I'm in NA, but you're probably not going to be able to match up with me for GC1. Okay. Nurse just came in the hospital, by the way. I'm fine. Well, good to know, Jack. Hi, Shaq. This is why I'm a cake person, not a pie person, TBH. Damn, it's crazy, pie. You hear that? He's in the gulag, still trash talking you. Giselle, hello. That's what Giselle would be if he was a French player. Giselle? Je m'appelle Giselle. Clash main? I think DreamHack Atlanta has a world championship for Clash Royale. It's funny, they named it like the Clash Royale League, and it was really weird to see a post that said $500,000 like CRL champion world championship, and I was like, oh my god, dude, CRL's back, hell yeah. And then I was like, oh wait. PMU is a Royale Clash? Is that a different offshoot game? Oh, Clash Royale, I read that backwards. I was about to say, I'm like, what? Have all day though? Are you talking to yourself, Jack? I don't think I've seen another post that you've made that has explained the situation you're in right now. I feel like I'm missing context. The Backyard Sports franchise made a soccer game, and one of their pros that they imported from the MLS was Mamadou Diallo. And I keep seeing this guy's name Diallos, and that's all I can think about. Hello, I am Mamadou Diallo. Oh, skank. Oh, I was about to pre-jump that, didn't even get close. Oh my god, it scared me. Alright, I saw that one guy cut across. I was like, I maybe get that spin. Okay, that works. Do you play other games? I was streaming another game literally the past 2 days. I was playing Dead Zone Rogue. Off stream, I play a decent number of like single player games. I don't really stream those though. I'm free. Yo, frick Pyre squared on God. Damn. Pie's really toxic. It's kind of crazy. What even is Clash Royale? Is it a mobile? I think it's a mobile game, right? But it's like, what is it? Like, is it tower defense? How, is it competitive even? Oh, I guess it is competitive, but like, how do you compete necessarily? So I didn't see those streams. My grammar sucks. Buddy, this is like so classic of ever like European. They come in speaking like flawless English and they're like, I'm so sorry that I made one single grammatical error. I'm like, do you have any idea how actual native speakers freaking talk? Way worse. Don't worry about it, Jack. Don't ask me, bro. I have no idea. Oh. So your clan has been co-opted with a bunch of Clash Royalers. Well, at least they're not playing like Honkai, Yonkai, or whatever, Star Rail. Genshin Impact. Anime goon bait. That's all I gotta say. Not really, but there's worse games, but that's what I think of. Hello, average PV. I had to check if these guys were playing from Mina or something. I was like, damn, we got like a full... Oh. Got a full, like, completely foreign sounding trio queue. But they're all NA. So I was like, you know, it's kind of like when you run into a team of all Portuguese names. And then they have 160 ping. I'm like, oh, there they are. They're playing from like southern Brazil or whatever. Nice reset. Oh, they have AI photos. That's kind of weird. Never mind. These are definitely the whitest kids you've ever seen. I can almost guarantee that. Okay. Got your Halloween costume? No, because I'm not going anywhere for Halloween, so I do not have a costume. I explicitly only do Halloween when I'm dating someone. Oh, he put a hand up. GG. That one wasn't even like near target and we still fumbled. He bumped into a post. Oh no. Oh. The rank of this lobby, these guys are like way too fast to be 1600s. Unless they're just, I don't know, smurfing. They're definitely playing like 1800s. This is a very weird lobby to be in. Alright, there's at least one. Don't test me, buddy. I'll still forfeit. People always do this. Oh, you wanted to forfeit earlier? Dude, I still want to forfeit. Just because they triple committed doesn't mean we're not getting our, you know, shit pushed in right now. But now it's winnable. Well, yeah, but it depends on how much we actually can put up a hand on some of these plays. Catch. Oh. That's crazy, I skipped over that boost. If you bumped, dude, that was perfect. That's a shame. Ugh, if I had any boost. Almost. Try to solo that. Not the best plan. Ooh, double commit. Not a great look. That's okay. Get back. So that would have been sick if you caught it. Okay. I'd be fascinated if like I'm just queuing so few threes games that this actually is an 1800 lobby, because these guys are like way too fast. Granted, they're kind of trolling, which makes me feel like they're not trying, which makes me feel like they're smurfs, so who knows. All I know is they use AI generation for their profile pictures, so feels like a weird troll account. Let me see what the MMR of this lobby is. They're all low 16s. Okay, so they're all smurfing, because that's literally all 1800 level players. Let's see what's going on with these profiles. And shockingly, chat, they have all their profiles hidden. Very fun. Very fun. Favorite beer? I do not drink beer. I think all beer tastes disgusting, and the only good beer is the beer that tastes the least disgusting. And I've yet to find that beer, to be honest. At least enough to lodge itself in my memory. Oh, you need to try a lager. Nope, bad. No, you need ciders. Nope, all bad. Every single one of them. Every single beer ever is bad. It's an acquired taste. Yeah, if you know, suffer enough. If you eat mud every day, eventually mud's not going to taste that bad. Doesn't mean I want it. Stale water looking drink. Well, I mean, Xander, you've been chatting in my stream for a bit, so therefore the game YouTube's gonna recognize the engagement and be like, "Yep, you're back." What about your favorite drink in general? I mean, it sounds boring, but I just like water. I don't really have like a drink that I prefer to drink. Because I don't really drink soda. I don't really drink juice. I don't know. I don't really know what I would say. I do lean towards a good root beer. A&W specifically. If I'm gonna have a little bit of soda, I'll have some A&W. Hello, Kaith? Like drinking poison, say it's good. I mean, I'm not gonna say beer's that bad. I've never tried it, but like, I've always found like, that. I will say a pretty good, my go-to alcoholic beverage though is a Jack and Coke. And they actually make those now, where it's Coca-Cola infused with Jack Daniels. And you can buy them pre-mixed. So whenever I needed to get a drink for a party, I would always pick up a 6-pack of those. You don't F with the apple juice? It's too sugary, dude. Any fruit-based juice is really, really sugary. My mom used to buy white grape juice because we were white and we're not allowed to have any other drinks. But no, we had white grape juice and it was like, it was pretty, I remember it being really good, but I tried some the other day and I really was like, wow, I cannot drink this anymore. I resent how sweet this is. Oh my god, imagine if he pinched that into me. Is this fake cat? That's crazy that we still got scored on set. I used to watch your stream on YouTube and now I find you on Twitch. Well, then welcome in. What is root beer? It is a soda. It is made from a sarsaparilla tree. But root beer by itself is pretty good. A&W is the company that makes a root beer that has like a little bit of vanilla in there, and I think that kind of makes the difference for me. Want a couple of threes? I'd be down. I can drink root beer. Root beer is not beer. It's just a soda. I don't know. I don't know why it's called root beer. Maybe back in the day the drink used to have alcohol in it, but it is not alcoholic. It is a soda. At least in the US. I'm sure there is hard root beer or whatever. I almost guarantee there is, but 99% of the time if someone says give me a root beer, it's a non-alcoholic drink. There's multiple brands that make it. Ooh, good demo. You got sarsaparilla, I think? Yes. That's like the old-timey way, I would say. It's the Old West. Like, hey, can I get a sarsaparilla? You would hit it wide. Uh-oh, spots, you have 100 boost, better use it. But he was calculating there. You can see the equations flying by his head. What rank you? This is GC2 right now. We're pretty low from what we normally are. But that's kind of just what solo queue is. Every game is against a full party, so. Oh, maybe not this one. Okay, I thought it was. Oh, you're such a boost skank, dude. Stole that away. Hello, Danon. Dude, I would love to stop getting bumped. Well, tried to go for the bump and they just let him have that shot. So I was like, all right, well, no one to get the bump on. I'm gonna pre-jump that, probably get beat. Just kidding, they're slow. No, don't throw it away. I like the idea there, but... All right, he does not have that. Oh, I was hoping I could wave dash into the demo and I almost did. No, we didn't bump the last guy's head. I think that might be a goal. Oh, never mind, he doesn't have a boost, okay. That's a really smart touch by that guy, I'm not gonna lie. Well, that was a whiff. I didn't expect our teammate to whiff. Well, what a throw. Unfortunate own goal we had from our teammate earlier on. When I used to watch you on YouTube, name was Greg Gwynn. I do not remember that name, but that's probably a while back. You buy Expedition 33? Once I get my raise, I'll buy it. That's a promise. Honestly, I'm at the point where I'm just trying to save money to make sure I'm not accidentally destroying myself. My CRL payment, I learned, is actually going to take another 30 days to get here, so I thought I was going to get my like a $1,700 pay, check, and then I realized it's not going to come immediate on the date that I thought it was. Fair to play RAW for staying for so long? What? What do you mean staying live for so long? It's been 90 minutes. Let me ask what I do. I work in sales. I am an account exec. Work in physical and network security. You keep buying garbage games? I'm not buying anything. I haven't bought like anything in the past like months. Okay, well not months. I did buy Ghost of Yote a while back. That's because I got my what's it called? Radiant payment. I was in the women's tournament the other month. Ghost of Yote only valid purchase. Well, yeah, I guess it's the only thing I bought in the past several months, video game wise. You been enjoying it? I beat it. I'm done. I think I platted it. If you haven't, there's the quest for Takiso the Unrivaled. That legitimately might be the most ridiculously locked in I've ever had to be in a video game to beat a boss. The amount of sweat coursing out of my veins. He's an optional boss, but the atmosphere, dude, the build up to that fight is crazy. Pretty competitive though. I mean, it depends on where you work. My place is pretty chill. We're like a group that's all work towards a common goal. We don't step on each other's toes, so not too competitive in that regard. But yeah, I beat it. I've done pretty much everything there's to do. I think I clock in on my time at about 60 hours. I think it's like 58, 59. There's still some endgame content that I'm doing on the side, I think. I don't know if it's necessary. Actually, maybe I didn't plat it. No, I think yeah. In my mind, I still have to do a bounty, but then I'm like, wait, if I got a bounty, then I wouldn't have platted it. Either way. Bye, Doug, good night. Bye. The grinder. Dude, I mean, it's just such a good game, dude. I mean, I was playing it pretty much every time I had free time. Played on my lunch break at work, you know. My dad works at Salesforce. Is that the same? No, Salesforce is I guess CRM. It's a customer relation management tool. It's essentially what logs your quotes and also tracks accounts. So, you know, who are you selling to, how much money they're earning, blah, blah, blah. They're the ones that like run the software that a bunch of sales companies use in their sales. Your dad's probably a nerd! Programming stuff all day. But yeah, I do like it. I will say, Shaq, the only thing I have to... My biggest critique, I would say, of Ghost of Yotei is that the story is very oddly sectioned. Like, I feel like I played literally 30 hours, and then it said Act 2, and I was like, what? And then Act 2 lasted, like, probably, like... It's like the whole game is, like, 65% Act 1, and then the next 25%, I would say, is Act 2, and then the final 10% is Act 3. It's just, it like accelerates very fast. Like, I enjoyed every moment. The missions are great, the combat's great, that's all fine. But I was just kind of like, wow, that made me believe like I had so much more to go, and then suddenly the game was just like bang, 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 and you're like, oh. I like the resolution it gave the character, though. I will say the end of the game, it does something cool that I've never seen a game do. So in every open world game where you beat the boss, including like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and all that, like you'll beat the final boss, and then the game will go back to right before you beat the final boss, and it'll kind of act like now you can explore the world, and you know, you don't have to worry about the next quest or whatever. You can just openly explore. And when they do that in Ghost of Yotei, after the credits, they cut to you sitting down with another character from the story, and they're asking you to tell a story about your like bounty hunting days. And so Atsu, the character, is like, yeah. So anyway, there was this one that was really difficult, and then it cuts to you in the past, and and then it says, yeah, so now you can continue exploring. And I'm like, it's kind of cool that there's an in-universe reason why we reversed back in time. It's not just like, okay, yeah, we rewound time. It's like, no, you're living through a flashback, telling this person a story about how you took care of this bounty or all these other bounties that you have to do. I thought that was kind of a... I know that's not like a detail that's important at all to know, but I was like, I think that's kind of cool that they thought about like why suddenly we'd be in the past. Nice pass. Nice pass. Hilariously though, Ghost of Yotei, they said, yeah, right now, I mean, we'll do DLC, like, if there's a demand for it, we'll do it. And I'm like, dude, you guys are such nonsense. You guys are definitely working on DLC right now because you knew this thing would sell like crazy. You definitely were getting notes back from your QA team, like, this game is freaking sick. I love it. Oh my God. You definitely knew there's not gonna be any glitches. You knew that there was no gonna be any problems with it. It's just more of, they do what all good sequels do. They keep a core aspect of the game in combat, they expand on it, and they make it feel a little bit fresher. And therefore, people are like, but that's the critique I've seen. Like, it's like Ghost of Yotei, it's just more of the same. I'm like, oh no. That's my review of Dark Souls and stuff. Oh no, they're giving me more Dark Souls, God forbid. Like, good, I want more Ghost of Tsushima. I just want a little bit more variety, and that's exactly what the game gives you. Because you get to use like 50 different weapons, bunch of new like additional combat things. They also mentioned they also have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference in the game. Weirdly enough, I thought that was kind of funny. That's how Kubla about how awesome and cool. Now let Kubla tell you how awesome. Guys, I don't have to be convinced about Expedition 33. I'm just literally like, I just don't want to spend $60 on a game right now. We gotta save up, pay our rent, get our paychecks, and then focus on that. Once I get my CRL paycheck, I'll buy Expedition 33. We'll play that. That's just in. Or watching a playthrough. I mean, you're gonna wait for a while, I think, to port it to PC. I think Sony has like agreements to not like allow those games to come out on PC until like a year later, because they had to port it. Play Minecraft? No thanks. I don't know, man. I feel like the game, if you like Ghost of Tsushima, I think you'll really like it. Honestly, the first time I played it, I was like, yeah, this feels like Ghost of Tsushima. But then once they start giving you more weapons to use and how expanded your kit gets and how fluid combat is, you're like, oh yeah, this is it. I feel like you'd be really upset with yourself by spoiling the game and not actually playing it. But up to you. Yeah. Granted, I will say, like, Ghost of Yotei is probably the best game I've ever played open world in which the game does not reach that inevitable point where I'm... there's a famous video by Aaron Hansen, like a series called Sequelitis on his channel Ego Raptor, where I think about this every time I play any RPG, open world especially, but he's making a video complaining about some aspects of Ocarina of Time. And he's like, yeah, the problem is like exploring in this game just takes forever, and sometimes the rewards are not even close to worth it. So like, he's like, you should never, ever, ever get to a point where you say, I'll check that room later, and a game about checking rooms. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I think about. Like, there was no point in Ghost of Yotei where I was like, oh man, a wolf's den, oh man, a foxhole, oh man, a freaking enemy camp, oh man, like, there was always a worthwhile reward, and every single time you got it, you were like, oh yeah, that was cool. Whereas like, half the time in like Breath of the Wild, it's like, oh, do you want to explore Korok seeds? I'm like, well, I don't want to watch the same animation 700 times of ba-ba-ba, ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. And then it goes away, and I'm like, I have to watch that freaking 6-second animation over and over. And people are like, wow, you're so impatient. But I'm like, dude, I'm watching that 170 times if I'm trying to get all those Koroks. Like, no, I'm not gonna watch it that many times. Screw that. Also, it's not fun to find the Korok because it's not even an item. It's one like 50th of an item later in the game. So it's like, I don't know. Story seems more engaging. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more cookie cutter because I think everyone kind of relates to the idea. I think the one thing they do really well in that is that it is a story of revenge, but they do well to like show you the beginning of what was done to Atsu and her family. But they just do it in snippets. So you understand like, oh, okay, I get it. She hates them because the Yotei 6, the enemies of the story, they killed her family. I get it. But then as you keep going through the story and you confront each person from her past, you see more of that night and see like how over the top sadistically horrible these people are. Like legitimately, it's the first time in a while where I've been watching the backstory and not just been like, oh yeah, that's pretty suck. I'm literally like, these people need to die. Like these people are Satan. They do a really good job. No, the voice acting, honestly, in Japanese, obviously I can't understand it, but like, those people are nailing it. These people sound like A+ Oscar-worthy people. I didn't play a single second of that game in English, so I have no idea what the English sounds like, but I don't know. Super fun to listen to. Also, it's funny because like Jin in the main game, in Ghost of Tsushima, is very much like, yes, I want the ghost to be a thing. Like, it is dishonorable, but ultimately I want to strike fear in the Mongols and blah, blah, blah. And then in Ghost of Yotei, Atsu, the main character, is known as the Onryo, which is just ghost, like a spirit. And she's just like, oh, lit. I'm called that? All right, cool. I don't really care, but, you know, good to hear. Like, it's just like accidental, and she just like gets called it throughout the journey, but she's just like, yeah, that's what I am. I thought you were a full-time streamer. I was back in the day until the economy decided to take a massive dump all over my industry. Are there actually no more Threes games? Hello? I did schedule 3 different shorts lately, though. Hopefully people enjoy that. The very first person to interact with my video I uploaded today was a dislike. I was like, damn, that's a dedicated hater. Like, I get like 98 to 100% likes on pretty much every short I uploaded. I just thought it was super funny that the very first person who saw it was like, no, and then just disliked. I legitimately do not know the last time I disliked a video on YouTube. Do you guys dislike videos? I think I would only dislike a video if I clicked on it and it was very clearly like a clickbait and not even at all what it was talking about. I've been tempted to do that for some like tutorials. I'll click on it and it's like some guy with like a TTS voiceover Like, it's like, oh, a 1 minute tutorial on how to do X, and then it doesn't even do that, and I'm just like, oh, buddy, this is horrible. Some like brain rot one. It's fair. Maybe that's just not the content for you then. See, that's the problem with likes and dislikes for me, is that like I think what likes and dislikes only make sense when it's like an objective kind of video, you know? If it's like a tutorial, or if it's like a documentary on something and it's like very short and omits a lot, or just something like that. I don't know. Because at a certain point, it's not even like this is a bad video versus like this is just not for me, you know? Like there's plenty of content that out there I'm like, I'm not a fan of that, but I can't necessarily say it's bad. I mean, people want to watch it and it's gaining views. Like, is it really a bad video? As opposed to like if someone's like, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to change a tire, and then it's just them sitting in front of a tire describing the theory about why you would change a tire. It's like, that's not how to change it. Dislike. Well, sorry, turret. We get to play one game, and now we don't have any games. I watched a little of it, and it looks better than Tsushima. I can't even say it's well, I don't know. You know what? Sure, why not? I think it definitely fixed that problem. I think the biggest thing for me and the biggest accomplishment is genuinely just the fact that the open world, it feels a little smaller if I had to guess, but at the same time, it's like every inch of that thing is fun to explore, and there's always something new to find. Like, they weren't joking when they're like, this game takes a while to finish just because you're exploring so much. Which is why it's so funny when people come into comment sections of Ghost Yete and like, yeah, whatever, I finished that game in 10 hours. I'm like, dude, I'm not even joking. Even on easy difficulty, I genuinely have no idea how someone is speedrunning a quest like that. You are ignoring 99% of the story if you're doing that. Why are white Apex actually clean? I don't know, people like white colored. Are you grinding ranked? I'm trying to, there's no more threes games. How you doing, Drake? Car should I use for Rocket League? The Batmobile. Dude, this is psychotic. We've been queuing for like 7 minutes. We're not even like that high of rank right now. It's either all parties queuing right now or a bunch of duo queues, and you can only get 2 duo queues in a game. So therefore we're getting locked out. Give a shot finding that 1900 teammate to put you against the 1853 stack. Honestly, you're not wrong. I'm still blown away. I played those like 3 AI generated Middle Eastern guys. They were like ridiculously good, and they were all like 1500. And I was like, yeah, that's very, very realistic. All pre-jumping each other, all perfectly hitting resets. Like flawless first touch every time. Might have to chalk this one early. Honestly, it sounds like it. Hey, Mervin. What's funny is I'm queuing fours and threes with turret right now. And they can't give us either? Are you black? Damn, that's crazy, Devix. That's the same joke you told last time. Does that get a big laugh in streams when you usually say that? Because I know I know my pigment is very dark, but you know, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's necessarily something that would confuse people. You know what I mean? Oh. No. Gotta wait 6-7 minutes to play Spider-Man. Play what? There's not a new Spider-Man game, is there? There's just Spider-Man, the Miles Morales one. Dude, I'm gonna cry. I just want a game. Got a Saigon, I'll donate 6-7 cents. No, I'm good. A life beat? Pretty good, except the fact that I can't get to threes game to save our life right now. How you doing, Dijon? Are you still playing Honkai Star Rail? I made a dig at that game earlier and I realized, oh, actually, Dijon, I think, actually does play that game. Play with Brad or Zeno. Brad the Sam Pro? I have no idea who the Xiano guy is. Honkai and Woo-Woo-Woo-Woo. I have no idea. I don't even know what that one is. You're way deeper down a rabbit hole. Zeno Shogun? I've never heard of that. I have no idea who that is. Baking Brad? These are not names I recognize. Are these RL YouTubers or something that I just don't know of? Well, Turret, I think this might be a rip, yeah. Probably hop off, or, well, bye, Turret. I'm not gonna be too far behind you, to be honest. Stream's kind of slow today. Alright, well, good night, Turret. Wuthering Waves. I like Wuthering Heights. What exactly is a gacha game? How would you describe that genre? Gambling? Oh, well. Millions are affected by sports gambling. And for everyone else? Wait, dude, that's crazy. The MLS awarded AT&T goal of the season to Son Heung-min in the MLS. And a news article just got published, and it just says Lionel Messi loses MLS award to Son Heung-min. And I'm like, that's a kind of aggressive adversarial title for that article. Randomized rewards and definitely gambling. Cool. Oof. Sorry, Peaks. You get that save, though. That's crazy. Still get that over. Sad. There's no way. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, you grabbed the 100 and you didn't use it to save? Get that across? Ah! I have not played any of the Spider-Man games. Buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter because that flick beat all 3 players. Hello, Dewey. How's my friendly neighborhood Taco doing in this lovely evening? I'm doing all right. I don't know what's going on in this Twos game, but happens. Raid Shadow Legends are gotcha? No, that's just a gotcha. As in, ha, gotcha. I technically could have had a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor, but I wasn't big enough to actually get a good one. I remember Ravina was much stronger than I was. EU Rocket League streamer. She said she turned down out of principle a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. She's like, yeah, for transparency, I don't like working with this company because I don't like their game, their product, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to take a sponsorship for a game I don't believe in or want to play. Anyway, and then she revealed it was $9,000 to just play that game. And I was just like, buddy, for 90 minutes, I don't care what the game is. I will play the crap out of that for $9,000. Literally pays my rent for like 6 months. Yeah, hell yeah. Taco cooked, bro. It's been 2 hours, not 90 minutes. You mean when I said 90 minutes 30 minutes ago? You feeling okay, Jack? There we go. Must have been a Messi fan, W bias. I mean, it's from an outlet called Athlon Sports, so I have no idea what the heck that is. Why is American Airlines saying fly to Australia from an $835 round trip? I'm good. I have no reason to go to Australia. My sister fell through the ceiling. Bro, if I had a nickel. Bang, back post, slaughter. You can see my uncle. Yeah, I can see your rich uncle. You can give me a loan. When you fly there is when you'll find your reason for flying there. Go with the flow, bud. Go with the flow, bud, and drop half your rent on a flight. Nah, I'm good. Trying to save up that vacay time. Time is weird in the hospital. I don't know, man. Regardless of time being, so I think it's funny that I told you how long I've been streaming, and then you went away for 30 minutes, and then you're like, hey, it's not that time, it's more time than what you said. Yeah, because time has passed. Where are we going for vacay? Bro, vacay, I'm not going on vacay. All I know is that Worlds is gonna be in North America for RLCS, so therefore I'm saving up money to go to that. And I'm just gonna hope they're boring and go to Dickey's Arena again, because I could totally see it, and that would be sick. Love it when they're right in my backyard. Thought it was 5 minutes. Buddy, how many drugs they got you on? You missed, dude. That's crazy. Ooh. What are you doing? What? This is not C1! They're always gonna get that! Why are you up that? He went immediately! Christ, every game of twos is like this. I hit that just to force a clear, buddy. I didn't do it because it's a flawless... Oh. Oh! I bumped him and it slowed me down so I couldn't reach. That just shows you, chat, violence is not the answer. Also, who's playing on Monday Night Football tonight? Hello, Tree Branch. Rar indeed. Oh, we missed. So World's gonna be in NA. Well, it's NA first major, then EU second major, and then we get Worlds, so it's gonna be NA. I think first major is also NA. It's probably a location we've already been. If I had to guess, it's gonna be Boston. Granted, I have no idea. I'm just saying. Hello, Dylan Moreau. Bang. Top shelf. Chiefs and Commanders. I think they actually were already started playing because I got a notification about someone getting a pick. So I'm like, oh. Hey, Jack, I have to ban anyone under 13. So when you say you're 12, luckily you're joking, right? Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, God, it's 4s! Wait, it's Foxy. I know him. Were you kidding about 12 and younger? No, it's YouTube. You can't be on these live streams if you're under 13. Luckily, there's no one who's 12, right? And if they do say that, they're kidding. Right, chat? Right, chat? Right, chat? Everyone here is above the age 12. That's what I'm saying, man. Okay. What? You chowed that? That's crazy. Nice. GG beat me in 2s. GG. Hello, backflipping duck. Bonk? Bonk. Sure. Who, in your opinion, is an overrated and underrated pro? Overrated is really hard to say because it's like there's so much that goes into that. I don't know, man. Honestly, it's hard to say underrated for pro, or it's easy to say underrated because there's like a decent number of players I think that don't get as much respect. But overrated is kind of hard because like most players on a top team are good, so it's not like they're like, whoa, they're the best. Like it's not like people are out here being like, whoa, Reveal is the best player NA's ever produced. Like people are just like, nah, Reveal's really good, you know. So it's like it's kind of hard to state that. I don't really know how to answer that effectively, to be honest. I feel like some of the EU players I'm not super confident in, but it also just might be because I haven't watched as much EU. Yeah, right. Well, sounds like an own goal. Oh, I was gonna get that single touch so I could then fall in the next one. Man, I would love a forfeit out of this blue team. This is why I actually don't play as much fours, because we're still in like champ. So we're like authentically not playing that good of players. It just creates this kind of like weird waiting period where I'm just waiting for this game to end because it's just not even close. The superpowers have returned, they never left. We have a brand new episode of that coming out, actually I think today, actually. Never mind. So I was so offended that someone disliked that video. I'm like, that's like one of the most popular series I have on my channel. Please forfeit, blue team, it's 5-0. You have one shot. Oh, better recovered a little faster. Skim? Oh. Okay, let's not actually queue that again. I don't want to. Gotta cancel that. Left that lobby right as someone said, Dana Taco big fan. So, toxic. Massive ego on this guy. We'll do maybe like one more game. Kind of slow stream. Especially if games are going to be kind of hard to come by, but we'll see. See how it goes. Oh, I thought he was AFK for a second. Dinner time once again? As in on yet another day of dinner time, or you're eating a second dinner? Oh. Thought I got that little tuck. What was that? That was not on purpose, I guarantee you. What about second dinner? Oh, okay. Still boost? No, Silky! spot. Oof, I didn't think he'd go on that. Jack, do you mind if I ask why you're in the hospital? You doing okay? Pretty lit of your dad to bring the PS5 in though, so you can game. That's honestly my biggest issue whenever I was like in a hospital for a brief time, or like when I had to like be trapped in one place, just like how at a certain point you just have nothing to do. Like, do you have a book? Sure, magazine, maybe, but like there's just nothing to do. Granted, that was much more of a problem back when I was younger and there was like not a smartphone as readily available, you know? Hello, Gert. Oofers! How have the games been? They've been okay. I'm gonna get off after this one just because stream's kind of been slow. And we're not getting super fast queues, so I'm kind of like, clock out for today. Stomach hurts, I've already had surgery and didn't help. Oh no. Hopefully not anything too serious. Could have been a way better flick. Nice, cool. Yeah, hopefully that's something too serious, Jack. That's spooky. I missed? That's crazy. I aimed right for his tag. All right, well, I got him that time. Keck. Sorry, teammate. I didn't think you'd leave that for me, and that's a hilarious way to give him a goal. Oh my god. I did not think you were leaving that for me. What the? Oh no, teammate, you left. That was all yours. All right, we'll get this boost. Teammate go, teammate go, teammate go, teammate go, teammate go, teammate go. Nice. Sick bump, that's open. I say to my teammate, he rotated all the way back. God damn it, dude. Try to bump that guy, he hit the brakes in the middle of the field. This is actually psychotic what I'm witnessing right now out of these. Everyone in this lobby. That boost grab completely ruined me. Catch, nice. 50, that works. Yeah, why the other guy? I think that's not it, no. Dude. All right, well, I suck. Yeah, this is definitely the last game on. I'm not finishing the easy ones. Come on, buddy. Nice, okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I'm gonna crash this just because I think it's gonna be a very narrow save, but... I was like, just in case he runs out of boost and can't get it, and he's like, all yours, all yours! I was like, I'll tap it. Not needed, though. All right. That's crazy you let me have that! Oh my gosh! Woo! I was like, is really no one gonna go for that? All right, well, we'll take the dish. I'd reset the download in 3 minutes, now I gotta wait another 67-ish minutes. Ha ha ha, 6, 7. Anyway, good night, everybody. Yeah, I'm peacing out. Fun way to end on, even though we were playing Champ 3. That would have been embarrassing. Anyway, peace out. We'll catch you guys a little bit later.